Hello, everyone. This is Lisa Andrus, Psychic Medium, and this is your weekly reading for October 6th to the 12th, 2014. And this week I'm using Archangel Michael Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Now, I have pre shuffled and drawn the three cards that we have for this week, and they are for beginning, middle, and end of the week, or past, present, future if we were doing a traditional Oracle card reading, okay? So let's see what the week has in store for us. For the beginning of the week, the card is, "This is your life's purpose," and it says, "Archangel Michael, you know the details of my divine life purpose, and I ask you to help me be aligned with my goals. Please clearly guide my actions so that I'm taking the best steps to fully manifest my wonderful and meaningful career." I feel that a lot of us light workers kind of struggle with this, and I've written in one of my books that, our life purpose is multifaceted. We have so many different things that we could be doing. For instance, with me, one of my things that I am is a medium and a psychic, and I'm also an author, which I never expected to be, but it was kind of something that popped up and surprised me and turned into something that I love. Your life purpose could be being a mother or a parent. It could be helping others just from being here on earth. But they're saying, you decide what you want to do, and you know that you're awakening, and you know in your heart what is your life purpose, even if it terrifies you. So say you're awaking as a psychic or intuitive or medium or healer or something, more spiritual in the metaphysical world. That can be terrifying for a lot of us when we open up to that. The first time I was told I was a medium, I was like, no way. No, thank you. Don't want to do that. It scared me for a lot of years. But what eventually they said to that is, this is your life's purpose. It was interesting because I just went to a class, a week-long class for mediums, and at the beginning of the class, they asked us, the teachers, Janet Nohavik and John Holland, and they asked, why are you here? And somebody said, well, I just can't not do this work as much as I try. And I've always said I've never met any medium that's tried not to be a medium that it really worked that effectively. And, it was interesting because John Holland said some things that I resonated with too, that it's like, this is hard work. It's like being a medium or a psychic or a healer. It's a lifetime of service. And it's not black and white. So it's not like we're going into corporate America and doing this and having everything structured for us. So we've got to get out there. We've got to do the work. Now, during the day, I work with death settlements on financial accounts. And I look at death certificates all day. So yes, this is the universe saying that you're going to work and serve people that have crossed beyond this earth in one way or the other. But my joke the week that we were at that class is I better start doing the medium work more. And then maybe what I want, which is to do that more than I do the financial work during the day, will work out. And so if you've been feeling like you need to do it, the psychic work or the medium work, and you don't know how, maybe a good thing to do is to practice. Start to practice on friends. Start to, even if you're scared, do something like book a psychic fair or something like that. I first started doing readings as volunteering and just for a free will donation, just to see if I was any good at it. So it's something that we have to get out there and do it. But they're asking me to tell you even further that, one thing that's been tough for me, because I work a full-time job during the day, is doing private readings and doing the things that I am asked with the medium work. So maybe it's a medium demonstration, or maybe it is classes of teaching other mediums. I don't have time to look for space to do that or try to find the audience to do that. But what they're saying is we must. We simply must. If you don't think you have the business know-how to do this, think again. I mean, I grew up in corporate America, and that taught me lots of business skills. Now, I can say I don't have time for it, but they want me to tell you in my saying that you don't have to do everything all at once. take one step. So maybe you say, I only have 1 day, 1 hour a week to work on this. And maybe for the first week, that hour is calling places to see where you can facilitate something. If in the instance like me, it's some sort of work like that. You know, that's the thing. Mediums, psychics, intuitives, we've got to get out there. We've got to pound the pavement. We have to go after this stuff ourselves. Now, I've spent some time building a clientele with my psychic and medium clients, but you know, we still have to kind of get out there and do the work, and people will come to us if only we are courageous enough to put that shingle out saying that we're in business. Now, will that happen all right away? Nope, it's something that'll happen through time for most of us. And you just, as with anything, say you're going back to school and working on a degree and it happens little by little because you have to do it part-time. This is the same kind of deal. You build your spiritual practice part-time, okay? So if you've been wondering if this is your life's purpose, and for those of you that may not feel that you related to that, or perhaps still fighting the I'm not a medium or a psychic and you don't know what was in that message for you, first thing that pops to your mind, this is your life's purpose. If you've been wondering, gee, I want to go back to school to be a nurse, this is your life's purpose, even if you don't know how you're going to do it. And again, as I said, one of the many life purposes that you have. But trust that you're getting the right information, okay? Now, the card for the middle of the week is, again, they work together. You're on the right path. And it says, my prayer is, Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make healthful life changes. You know, this again kind of goes with this is your life's purpose, that whatever you're doing right now, even if you're second guessing yourself, second guessing your decisions, frustrated with something like you do, like job, relationship, house, kind of the major things in life, you're on the right path. They're also asking me to tell you, if you've been having health concerns and you don't understand, I'm feeling like there's somebody listening to this that doesn't understand maybe why their cancer came back or why a condition they have has developed. You're on the right path to healing is what they want to say. And perhaps when we don't understand why things happen to us, you know, it has happened to increase our compassion for others and our understanding of others. And even if we don't know why we have had some difficult situations in our past, they've all led to this point right now. And even if you think you're on the completely wrong path, you're on the right path, because there are no accidents. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Yes, life is a series of free will choices, but instead of dwelling on what you did wrong, just remember you're exactly where you're supposed to be according to your life plan, even if your conscious mind doesn't understand it. Now, you know, they want to encourage us to just keep putting one foot in front of the other. We do not have to do everything all at once, but to just take steps towards our dreams. Even if you think they're not possible, maybe they are. And ask Archangel Michael to guide you and give you clear signs if you're not sure what to do next. Okay? Now, for the end of the week, we have, use your imagination and you'll see the answer. And the prayer says, Dear God, thank you for granting me the wisdom and creativity to see your miracles in new and unexpected ways. I gratefully and gracefully accept and appreciate your help with, and it's kind of a describe the situation or fill in the blank, okay? So that's a prayer that you can say. Now, interestingly, these three cards to me are just, they successively play together this week because we just got done with that last card and I almost feel like there was a question mark for a few of you, and it's saying use your imagination. You'll see the answer. What are those things that you daydream about that you can't just get out of your head? Like the thought to write that song or write that play or write that book or start your own business that nobody else has started before. Because maybe you've done something in your background, like worked with veterans of foreign wars, and you want to open them up to the spiritual side of things or become a life coach to them. and somehow can involve your spiritual practice and things. Don't think to yourself, well, people won't accept that, because if that message keeps popping into your head, then that is divine guidance. So if it's something you've been dreaming of for a long time, they're saying that's part of the answer. And if you don't know what the answer is, just daydream. It's not okay. Everybody in this business, I feel, meaning the business of enlightenment and the spiritual business, there's a lot of talk about meditation. I got to be honest with you. I'm not a meditator. I'm just not. I've got a busy, busy mind, and it's something that I don't know. I don't feel like I resonate with. I trust if I'll never say never, but it's just not something that I feel is for me. But sometimes, just when I quiet myself for a moment and I imagine what I want or what I want to have happen, they're asking me to tell you that, in a year, I'd like to buy a house. And part of that process, even though I don't know how it's going to transpire, is starting to look at houses now, just maybe online on a website, because it helps me start to imagine the outcome that I want and to get out of the way of that and kind of say, I want this or something better. And so they're saying, use your imagination, you'll see the answer, or use your imagination to manifest what you want. There are no limits on this earth, only those that are imagined. And, life can get very heavy and frustrating sometimes. They've been encouraging me to say throughout this entire reading, and when I say they, it means my guides and my angels and Archangel Michael, who's very here and omnipresent. Now, he said this before, but he's also referred to as Saint Michael in the Catholic faith and or the Christian faith. But you do not have to be Christian to have this be applicable to you, because these angels are non-denominational and they are applicable to everyone. And if, when I say something like God and a term like the universe fits for you more, then just apply that. It's to whatever your higher power is. But they want you to know that you are loved and supported, and they're saying that things are getting better, slowly but surely. And if you feel at this end of the year here like things have been a struggle all year, or they've become a struggle recently, they want you to know that you're in the clear, that even if the bottom has felt like it has fallen out or something hasn't happened like you wanted, sometimes that is an answer to a prayer or the universe preventing you from something that may not have been good or as good as you thought it was. So they want you to just hang in there, know that we're all in this together. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in with me each week. You are light, you are love, and you are important. I love you all. I will talk to you again next week.